Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, should you call on the day of your date when you set a date up with a woman to verify, just to make sure if you're worried about her standing you up? I've got an email here from a reader in London. He says, "Hello, Coach Corey. I'm from London. First of all, thanks for all of your work. I'm still new to this stuff, and I'm struggling in two areas. I'm 20 years old, and I met this girl who was 26 and smoking hot. After engaging in a conversation, she told me that she has a boyfriend, and I said in a joking manner that, well, at least he can keep you occupied while I'm away. Is this some sort of defense mechanism that women use to get rid of men they don't want? Abso-fucking-lutely. I would say it's probably the number one excuse that women give guys when they get asked out or they get hit on, and they say, I have a boyfriend. And a lot of times they'll do it even when they don't have a boyfriend. But at the end of the day, when a girl says she has a boyfriend, it's just because women don't want to come right out and say, I don't find you attractive, dude. You just don't do it for me. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. You're just not good enough for me. Because if they did, guys would freak out and go, oh, you think you're all that? And they would stalk them. They'd be rude to them. They'd say nasty things. And how do I know that? Because that's what's happened to them numerous times in their life when they shoot a guy down. And so it's easier just to say, oh, I have a boyfriend. Or maybe they're dating a guy, but it's not really serious yet, and they're hoping it's going to get serious. But when a girl says, I have a boyfriend, you can use a better comeback. You can say, hey, I don't care about him. He can keep you busy when you're not with me. Or you can say, hey, give me a call if it doesn't work out. I'd love to take you out and meet you out for a drink sometime. And if she likes you, she'll pull out her phone and go, what's your number? And if she doesn't, she'll go, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And you're like, all right, I'll see you later. And you just walk away from it. But if she really liked you, but she does have a boyfriend, and she's maybe potentially knows that deep down things might not work out in the future, she'll take your number, and she'll ask you for it. But if she's really happy with her boyfriend, she'll just say, yeah, sure, when you tell her that. But you got to respect that, and don't pursue women that have a boyfriend, because you're just asking for trouble. Because at the end of the day, if she's willing to cheat on him with you, and you're thinking that you'll be different, if you say you end up getting serious with her, because I've had this experience in my own life, when you're dating women that are willing to cheat on their boyfriends with you and they eventually become your girlfriend, if you get lazy and you get complacent, you get caught up in your life, your business, your career, or maybe you have a disagreement or you fuck things up for a little bit, I mean, they'll cheat on you with another guy at the drop of the hat because they're too insecure to go it alone and be single for a while. They'll just start lining up your replacement right away, and they won't think anything of it. And so loyalty is a real problem for those kind of women. And if you're the type of guy that's looking for an exclusive long-term relationship, pulling a chick away from another guy is not a good way to find a good woman to have a relationship with. Because if they cheat on him with you, then when you get caught up or you're away on a business trip or whatever, there's a good chance that they'll fuck around on you. It all depends. If you're doing everything perfectly right and they're really happy and they're totally in love with you, they probably won't cheat on you. But if things are a little sideways or your future is in doubt or they're pissed off at you, they'll fuck around on you, and there's really nothing that you can do about it at that point. So he says, the second question I have is, if you set up a definite date with a woman, how do you guarantee that she's going to turn up for the date? And should you ring a girl on the day just to confirm if she's going to turn up? Well, men who are successful with women, they don't get stood up. And even though it might happen every once in a while, they don't assume it's going to happen. And so if you're fearful that a girl's not going to show up and then you text her, you're communicating weakness. And so when you ask a girl out for a definite date, this is what you do. You make definite plans. You say, great, how about we meet at Starbucks on 123 Princeton Street? And she'll say, yeah, I know where that is. Great. Then you've got her number, she's got your number. Maybe you give her your cell phone and let her put her number in your cell phone. And then you've got definite plans. And you may make sure you say this to her in this particular way. You say, great, I will see you at Starbucks on Thursday at 7 p.m., right? And she'll say, great. And so if something comes up, I've got your number. I'll call you or text you to let you know. Otherwise, if you don't hear from me, then I'll just see you at Starbucks at 7 o'clock on Thursday. Cool? And she'll say, great. Awesome. I'll see you there. I really look forward to seeing you. And that's all you got to say. Now, maybe 1 out of 10 girls doesn't show up or she stands you up, but there's a good chance that she'll reach out to you just to say, hey, I just want to make sure we're still on for tonight. But most girls, if you've gone through the steps I talk about in my book and you make sure that they have a high level of interest in you before you set a definite date with them, then they won't blow you off and not show up. But there's occasionally it will happen, but it won't happen very often. And you just got to chalk it up to, hey, you're just meeting around for a cup of coffee or a drink, and that's why you don't go through a big process or a big production of meeting around at an expensive restaurant or something like that. But when you make a definite date with a woman, and it's confirmed, but if a girl suggests to you, well, just call before you verify. When a girl says, call me before just to confirm the day, when a woman does that, that's her way of communicating that I'm probably going to cancel the date on you. And so when you call to verify, she'll either won't respond at all and she'll ignore you, or she'll just text you back and say, hey, I can't make it, sorry, don't hate me. That's usually what they'll say. So if she makes a definite date and agrees to it and doesn't mention anything about calling to verify, then there's a 99% chance that she's going to show up for the date. But like I said, every once in a while you get one that'll flake or they'll forget about it or whatever. But that's the best way to go about it. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen, and follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website underneath the email sign-up box, there is a link that will take you to the Amazon Kindle download page. And once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, all you have to do is on the right-hand side of the download page, there's a button you can click and it'll open up a window where you can download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, your tablet device, or your computer. Only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app, and only a few more seconds after that to complete the purchase of my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. I will talk to you soon.